Assassins, welcome back to another Wheel Assassin guide. Thank you so much for joining me for a wicked one today. I am so excited to teach you guys how to build this tutorial. It is going to be mental. It's a big one, as you can see behind me. Sneak preview. This is actually something very cool. So basically, months ago, I built a post office in Minecraft. You may have seen it. If you have, awesome. If you haven't, don't worry, you have no idea what I'm talking about. There'll be a link to it in the description anyways if you want to check it out. Anyways, for the inspiration for that tutorial, I actually used a Lego design. And I posted it on Instagram. I hadn't really thought anything of it. I just shared it like I usually do with all my builds. And the actual Lego designer for the post office tutorial for the post office design that my tutorial was based off of, he actually contacted me and said he really loved the post office, and I was really grateful for that. And it was a real surreal moment for me because I was like, whoa, you know, this awesome Lego designer has, mock designer has like taken a liking to my stuff, and it's just really awesome. As a Minecraft builder, you know, I'm not the most professional dude in the world, so when that happens, it is really awesome and lovely to hear. So anyways, months went by, and Bricked1980, the man I'm talking about, the man in question, the legend who has designed that post office that I was talking about, and this now official Lego set behind me, oh my god, so cool to say that, asked me to build, at the time, his Lego idea submission of a red telephone box. So, you know, in London they have the red telephone boxes. I think the UK is very, like, iconic for that. Like, everyone associates the UK with red telephone boxes. It's just what we're known for, as well as tea, of course, and bad teeth. But, side note, this set now has, well, it had 10,000 Lego ideas upvotes and, you know, people supporting that set idea. Lego went through the reviewing process with Brick1980, and it became an official Lego set. It is in the shops right now. You can go ahead and buy it right now, which is mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. It's so cool. I'm so happy for Bricked, and it's such a wicked set. And I went ahead and built this set in Minecraft. He asked me to build this a while ago before it actually became a Lego set, and I was like, you know what, I'd love to. It looks like a really sick thing. But the fact it's become an official set is just more mind-boggling than ever. So here we have the original Lego idea submission, but built here in Minecraft, which is crazy. We have ourselves a lovely lamppost over on this right side. Well, left side if we were the telephone box. It is built entirely with netherrack, as you can see, and bells and such like that. And yeah, I just really like it. It really kind of suits it. It looks nice. Down here we have a plant pot. Oh, by the way, you may hear a campfire in this. It's because it is actually being lit by a campfire, which I felt was kind of a traditional way of lighting the lamppost, which is pretty cool. Over here we have another one of those plant pots, looking very lovely. We have a brick wall behind this entire thing, which is very English in my opinion. We have, of course, a post office, Royal Mail post box. These are everywhere around the UK. We still have them today. They're not as rare as the telephone box itself. Like, these things are being eradicated, which is really sad. But we do have a lot of these post boxes, and they're never going anywhere because, you know, that's what we have here. That's how it is. But the telephone box itself is being slowly phased out, and it's quite sad to see because, like I said, it's very iconic to British culture and history. So yeah, inside the telephone box we have ourselves a sort of corkboard notice board where you can find all the sort of directory of phone numbers for different things, services and whatnot. That was definitely very common way back in the day. Down here we have the old rotary telephone, which is pretty cool. I try to represent that with netherrack again. Pretty hard to build in Minecraft. We don't have very many circles and stuff, so I went with snowballs because that's all we have, you know. We have ourselves another sort of represented sort of phone bookie sort of area, maybe the yellow pages down here. We have the sort of part where you put your coins in, your pennies in to actually make a call, and that's what you can see up here, like a couple coins on the sideboard. Brick1980 actually put these little like Lego coins up here in the original submission, and I thought that was a really cool thing, so tried to do it in Minecraft as well, but we don't have any coins, so I used the good old iron nuggets. They did the job perfectly. So yeah, it's a very detailed and very decorative sort of interior. It's very spacious as well, and you could absolutely use this as a survival base. It would take a long time to build, don't get me wrong, but it would be worth it. It's a very beautiful thing. So let me go ahead and fix this, and then teach you guys how to build this for your Minecraft worlds as well. Let's get cracking. Okay then, assassins, we have the monstrous task on our hands of outlining where our telephone box is actually going to be. As you can see, this base plate, if we want to call it that in Minecraft, is very, very big, because of course we have not only the post box to build, but of course our main attraction, the telephone box too, and then of course the lamppost over on this right side. So, to get started, we'll take ourselves brown concrete, some brick block, some polished blackstone stairs, no, bricks, even, brick stairs, that's what I meant, and polished blackstone brick slabs as well. Okay, so you want to take yourself a very, very big space. It is going to be around 24 blocks by 36, so that goes 24 blocks up and 36 blocks along. So you got this. Right, and how we're going to do this is we're going to go ahead and take ourselves brown concrete firstly. I want to line up with my original because I think it looks better and obviously helps me if I make a mistake. And firstly I'm going to make myself the 36 along. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Oh, crikey. There we go. Awesome. And now we'll go ahead and go around the corner here for one. And we'll also go around the corner here for another one, just like so. And then we're going to go up by 24 blocks just up this way. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And that should take us up to the wall, which it does. Perfect. And again up this way, well, now we have that one already down and we know it's correct because the original is lining up. We can just speed run this one to get up to where we're stopping on that side, which is, oh, here. That's perfect. And there we go. Now you don't need to do the brown concrete at the back here because we of course have the wall in the middle of these two. So once you have those blocks on the ends down, you don't need to connect them like so. That is a job for our polished blackstone bricks. So we'll take our polished blackstone bricks here in the center of our lovely outlined area, like so, and we'll do this for 2 layers like this. And once you've done that, you can take your brick block going up for 5 layers above this. Now this might take a second, but don't worry, it'll be worth it once it's done. And what's awesome about building Lego sets in Minecraft is we can cheat a little bit. We can speedrun build, whereas with Lego, it takes a long time to place every single block. So we have 3, 4, well that is the beauty of Lego, isn't it? Like, who doesn't love Lego? That's 4, and then 5 up here. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks up here now. And what we're going to do next is take ourselves polished blackstone brick slabs right the way across our wall up here. Like so. Now there's a bit of a catch. We're going along very, very easily. This is where it gets a little bit finicky and a little bit tricky. So stay with me. Over on this right side over here, so facing from the front direction of our big outline just here. On this right side, I'm going to place myself 11 blocks just in here. On the inside. That drops down by a slab layer from that top bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like so. But on the left side, I'm going to come in for 12. That is the one catching out part. And I was a bit worried about catching myself out when I rebuilt this. So, hopefully it doesn't happen again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Like so. And that should leave you a big old space in the center. Wonder what that's for. Ding, ding, ding. Or ring, 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 should I say. But there we go. Now we're going to take ourselves our brick stairs, and we're going to go ahead and texture our wall up a little bit. As you can see, I've done it over here on the original, and it looks pretty cool. So for texturing, all we need to do is take our stairs, and we literally are going to go into certain areas. So I'm going to go up here, for example, and just take maybe 4 stairs like so. Maybe drop down to the first layer down here, adding in 3, maybe going in the middle of these now, 2, 3 there, a little bit up here, a little bit down here, just like so. Now you can go just over where the slabs are because this section is going to be covered up by our telephone box, so we don't need to worry about texturing too much just here. Just enough like that is perfect. And over here you can do the exact same thing. So again, this is going to be pretty covered up from the the outside world, so don't need to go too crazy with it, but just a little bit like this, maybe some more over here, maybe some more up here, and once you're happy with it, call it a day. Yeah, it's not the greatest work in the world, but that's the bit. It looks natural, it looks like natural decay, and it's pretty good. What I recommend doing as well, guys, if you want to, you don't have to, but if you wanted to go ahead and switch this up from my version, you can actually stick the stairs upside down too to make different types of cracks, just like so. And that looks pretty cool. So yeah, awesome stuff. I'm going to go ahead and correct this out, make it look nice and clean, ready for our telephone box a little bit later on. That looks good. Alright, now time to get onto our decorative pathway area. So now then, before we can actually get started with the ground just here, we actually can go ahead and lay out everything in this square radius, or slightly square radius, more rectangular. We're going to take ourselves some black concrete, some light blue concrete, some nether brick stairs, nether brick slabs, white concrete, some string, light blue carpet, as well as some flowering azalea leaves, one of my favourite materials in Minecraft. We are going to go ahead and use our little space we just made to mark out our telephone box. And this is going to be very, very useful for later. So our first point, of course, is going to be just below here. So make sure that if you were to build this up, for example, it's not going to come into contact with these slabs. The slab is not going to block it from reaching the sky, basically. So just here. You can also do this on the other side, over this way, like so. And that's perfect. Then we'll come out diagonally for one block, and we'll do the same on the opposite side. And then we'll go ahead and build this one again, one block, except this is now the two sides of our telephone box. This one and that one over there. And this back sort of post is the back of the telephone box. So you can just go ahead and run those two together. Now that one should be worth about 13 blocks. Well, it should hopefully be. So this one is going to be 13 blocks going forward, and so is the opposite one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like so. One block, and this is the new face of our telephone box. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One block, and then this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Whew, perfect. That just goes to show we have done that correctly, which is absolutely awesome. As you can see, it's not going to come into contact with the slab. It's going to be worked around it, which is perfect. So that is the biggest part of our radius sort of filled in with the item. And that is a huge section now complete, which is brilliant. Well, semi-complete. Obviously, we've still got a ways to go, but it's marked out, and that is a huge step, definitely. Now you want to come 3 blocks forward from the wall here, inside the radius. 1, 2, and 3, and go up for 1 block here, and build this to 5 across to the right, forward for right. 2, 3, 4, 5, and upwards to 3. That's 2, and that's a third layer just there. Then we want to come back here, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again build this one up to 3 layers in height. And that is not going to come in contact with the wall. That's absolutely fine. Over here, another 5, and then forward for another 5, but all these sides are going to be diagonal from each other. And that is to build the cylindrical shape of the post box over here on the left, like so. So that's another big item placed on our radius here. So now we'll come down to the flower pots, and we'll come down to the front of our telephone box here, in this little gap down here, and we'll count up 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now on 7, we'll take our light blue, and we'll build forward so that we go 3, like this. So that first one is still in line with the 6 back here. It's on 7. And then we've just come forward to the front of our box. We'll go across to the left for 3 lots of these 3 in total to build a 9 block square, just like so. And then what you can do with this one is you can add in a 9 block white and then another 9 block light blue. And we'll come onto a little bit more detail afterwards, but that is that one laid out just there for now. Over this side of the telephone box, on the right side that is, we can come to the square that we just used for the phone box, for the flower box, and we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again, and on 7 once again, we'll take a stair this time, this way around. We'll build it forward and forward again, so 3 blocks. twist it around, and to there. So we leave one block in the center here in a sort of pyramid of stairs, like so. That's perfect. Now we'll take ourselves a slab here, 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 and here. So on the 4 sides of our lamppost, and that is the base of our lamppost just there. Wonderful. There's one final thing, and that is another plant pot that goes back here. And this one's a little bit trickier to find. We need to come down to the corner of our wall down here. On our first grass block, we'll take 1, 2, 3 blocks up here. So this one just here. And then we start counting again from this same block. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now on 6, we will take ourselves light blue, just here. 4, 3, forward. And then upwards this time towards our phone box, just like so. Perfect. Now it'll be 2 blocks from the edge, and it should be about 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, from the telephone box. Perfect. Now for the flower pots themselves, you can take the same design as we did the previous one by alternating the colours. And then we'll take string to actually levitate our carpet here. So what I'm going to do is try and get carpet to be just here above the white, and then just here above the blue. So for this one, I'm going to take myself some string just here. I think I haven't done this in a little bit, so I may be a little rusty, like so. And then we'll take light blue carpet all the way around this section. And then we want to take more carpet on top, and we don't need more string because the carpet acts as our sort of barrier to stop it falling, like so. Perfect. You can knock out the corner ones in the center, like so. And then we'll add in ourselves our azalea on top here for the 9, and then filling in the gaps just like so, and also up here as well, but not like that, just coming in a block like so. So you should have this like so. That's a lot of like so's. We'll do it again on this side. So string on the white over here. Then our carpet comes all the way around our plant pot and on top of the carpet as well. Carpet on top of carpet. Knocking out the middles to then add in your hedge and your flowering azalea up here. All the way around, and then doing the exact sort of similar thing up the top for these addition signs on top. And those are our 2 flowers that are completely done. We don't need to touch them again for the rest of the build. Hell yeah. Looking good, guys. Let's go ahead and get our materials for the pavement now, and then we'll start working on some fun details. Okay then, so now we have 3 major materials to use for our sort of mosaic pavement. Now I will say, guys, if you do happen to make a mistake or I'm going a little bit too quick or anything, of course feel free to pause the video and ask any questions you may have in the comments below. But honestly, do not worry about messing this up at all. As long as you get a mosaic pattern with this floor, making it look very cobbled and making it look very sort of old and, you know, just kind of bright. It's quite bright with this end stone in here. Then that is all that counts. That's all that matters. So do not worry. We're going to take some mud bricks, some stone bricks, and some end stone bricks. So basically all the bricks you can get. Ferns, black concrete, stripped spruce wood, and some stripped birch wood as well. Okay, first things first, we are going to go over to this section over here. We're going to go next to this plant pot over on the right side. We'll take ourselves stone bricks, and we'll do ourselves 3 in this corner. What I'm going to do is refer to these as mud, stone, end. Okay, just shorten them down, make everything a little bit quicker for you guys. So we'll take our mud over here for 4. We'll take 2 more stone, 2 end, 1 mud, 1 stone, and this stays grass, and it's going to have a fern on it just over here. We go 2 brick, 2 stone, 2 end, 2 mud, 2 end, and then we go up to the mud. Over here, stone, end, mud, stone, mud, and we do mud for 4 in total. And then we'll do end underneath our string. Then we'll do 1 mud over here, 1 stone, stone around like this for another mud, and then mud ends up this section. And back down here underneath the end we have ourselves stone and stone, end and end, and it gets a bit funky. That looks good. Up this way, past the mud, we can take ourselves stone, end for 4, stone for 4, end for 4 once again, stone for 1, a fern, and end up here as well. And then it goes into stone, I believe, just for the 2, just for now. And you can also do 2 down here. End, and then 2 more end down here. Sorry, 2 more stone down here. Nope. 2 more mud even down here. That's what I meant. And then 2 more stone over here, like so. Okay, flipping my picture to the next part. We are quite far from the plant pot, which is good. So over here, what I'm going to do is take myself stone. I'll do a mud over here, and a mud here, and 2 more stone here. So I have stone and stone. Then I'm going to do myself end just up here. Mud for 2. Oops, like so. Stone, end, and mud for these 2. Up here, a cluster of stone and stone diagonal. So it goes diagonal and diagonal, and ends at a 1. Down here I'll do 2 next to the lamppost, and back to a 4 square down here. I'll leave a gap of 4 in total, and do more stone, and then a gap of 4 again, and 1 stone down here. I'm going to take end stone in here, mud, mud, mud again, mud for these 2, mud for these 2, stone here, and end just in here. I'll also do end over here, and around the lamppost, mud just here for these 2, and we'll add in 2 on the end of this one. We'll surround this bit of the telephone box with our stone. That's perfect. And I believe you can actually do 4 stone up here diagonal from that too. An end comes back down here. Then we do ourselves a bit of a corner with the stone for end, end, and a cluster of end down here. Then we do 4 of our stone, our mud, our stone again, our stone diagonally from this one, our mud over here, and mud diagonally from this one, our end again just in this gap. Back down here we'll do ourselves mud for, oh hold on, let me just check my design here. Oh no, we're doing end. There we go. Then we're doing stone, then we're doing mud for 4, and then we're coming back down here for mud for 2, stone for 4, end for 2, mud for 2, and I think there's a bit of a cluster going on down here. It's a bit of a strange one again. We sort of do like a bit of a cluster around there, and then end it up with an end over here. Like so. Awesome, there we go. I know this is a bit complicated, guys, so like I said, please feel free to pause and take a break wherever you need to. It is a very complex section. So for the front of our telephone box, we have ourselves, of course, this lovely strip just here, which is kind of the photogenic looking strip, but it gets changed up a little bit later. We'll start with end, then we want to go into our bricks just up here, and then go bricks then again diagonally just down there, so it goes in 3 like so. And again we can do that with our mud just beyond that one. And down here, like so. This is the middle bit that changes. It's just 3 end around a mud, and then it's end up here, and it's end for 2 down here. We do 4 of our stone, then 4 of our mud, our end, 2 of our mud, and 4 more stone up this way, like so. Over this way, we can do ourselves end, mud, like so. Stone, 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 mud, mud, end, end, end over here, and 2 more stone down this way. We'll leave a gap of 2 and add in 2 more stone, and a gap of 2, and a cluster of 4 stone, like so. On this singular 2, go up a singular 2, and again for another 2 stone. Then diagonally off to the right, go 1, 2, 3, 4. Backtrack to the second one and drop down for 1. Up on this one, go up diagonally to the left, up to the plant pot, add in 3, and then go across to the right for a single one. Jump 1 block and go over here for a cluster of 4, and diagonal down for a cluster of 4 again. Now in this gap you can add in yourself end, and end up here diagonally. Then we can do ourselves mud around a fern that's going to go just here. Mud for 2. 1, 1, end for 4 up here, and mud for 4 in this gap here. Over here a singular mud will go in. Then it's going to be end right the way around the stone over here. Diagonally up from the corner, another 4 stone. End. Up here, 1, 2, 3. Over this way, just a singular 1. And up this way, just a good old 4 again up there. You can also drop back down for 1 here, leaving this space, and go in here for 1. Then it's going to be mud. Oh, let me just check this. Yep, it's going to be mud in this gap here. It's going to be 2 mud down from the end just there. It's going to be stone just here for 2. End just here for 2 under that plant pot there. And I think it's going to be mud just in this gap. Not I think, I know. Don't worry guys. And then we'll do stone bricks in here. And that's looking good at the moment. Cool. Back down this way. We'll take ourselves some end just next to the flower pot. And mud up here. Mud again over here. And now we're on our final picture before getting to the end. So we'll take ourselves 2 lots of end. Stone here. Oops. End just here. And I think there's going to be stone in this gap. There'll be a cluster of 4 stone up here. And 2 mud. Over here there's going to be some end just on the end. Stone up here. Oh, actually we'll move that stone just up a slight bit, just up there. Take that one up. And I'm going to put myself mud just there like so instead. Over here I'll take myself stone for a cluster of 4. 2 more ends just here. And then 1 more stone down there. Like this. Over this way I'll take myself my mud. 1, 2. I'll go into this gap here and I'll add in my stone. And stone up here. And then mud for 2 up here. Down here next to the end, mud. I'll take myself stone in the gap just here. With some end at the top here. Before going to the post box, of course. Then it's going to be stone. And 2 mud. Before 4 end. Literally at the end. Stone bricks. End. Mud again for these 4. And then end for these 4 up here. It's like we're building a giant pixel art that doesn't really make a picture. Basically. Which is crazy. And now up this way, we're going to come down the side of our post box for 2 stone, 2 mud, 1 stone, 1 end, sorry, 4 of our stone. And now in this little gap behind it, we'll do mud for 2, end for 2, 1 stone for now until we've figured out the other bit in the middle here. So over this way, it's going to be 3 stone around a fern. Then it's going to be mud. Then it's going to be stone. End up here. Then we'll do ourselves 2 more mud here. And up this way we'll do mud as well in that corner. And there we go, we've outlined the entire shape, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, the last thing we can do with these hotbar of materials is my favourite part and the easiest part of this section, which is going to be to build up the outline of our telephone box. All the way around, all these 13 block sides to our telephone box. Like so. And then what we want to do is in this layer, on this second layer high, we are going to go ahead and add in ourselves our wood sort of flooring. Now it's going to start off with a nice outline of our stripped spruce wood. So we can go ahead and build this on the entire outline. Now you want it to be in the same direction, and I know that can be a little bit of a pest because wood in Minecraft likes to, you know, change up its direction. And if you have an OCD about it like I do, you're going to be a little bit annoyed about that. So that's okay. Take a second and just sort it out. So there you go. Then we're going to go ahead and take an outline of birch within the interior of this. So we'll do all the corners and everything exactly the same. Like this, and over here as well. And then obviously at the bottom as well. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off the corners slightly as well. So I'm actually going to go ahead and build myself one just in there. And I'm going to do the same over this way. And over here. Like so. And I know that looks a little bit weird, but we end up building in the interior a little bit. Like sort of packing out the walls a little bit more than they already are. So that's fine. We end up building basically on these 2 blocks as well. I believe. I could be wrong, but I think that's the way we're going to go just in here. So just after your birch outline like so, we then take our stripped spruce wood and we build these little chocolate chips, if you want, in the middle of our big cookie for the floor. And these are going to be worth 9 blocks in total. And they're also going to be all outlined with our birch. And we want ourselves a nice even distribution of our cookies and our little chocolate chips. So we're going to put ourselves 3 of these chocolate chips on each layer of our cookie. Or each row of our cookie. Just like that. And we should be coming to the end. We are? That's awesome. And we have just enough chocolate chips to go around, which is perfect. And there we go. A very cookie-like floor. And that's perfect. That's what we're going for, just there. Brilliant. Beautiful. Okay guys, so we are cracking on with the best sections of this tutorial. Of course, the main attractions and stuff like that are coming up. We're going to take ourselves some nether brick block, some bells, some flower, whatever that is. I mean, if you got that in your inventory, awesome. If you don't worry, you can suffice for some flowering azalea leaves. They'll do the trick nicely. Some azalea leaves as well, a block of lapis lazuli, nether brick fences, nether brick walls, nether brick slabs, and nether brick stairs as well. We are going to want to go up with our nether brick block up to where our slabs are, and starting number 1 with our slabs just here. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26 just here. 26 is where we stop to place nether brick stairs, front and back. Front being obviously the front of our thing, and the back being our wall. We'll take a slab just after that one, and then a wall, and then a slab. Wall, and then slab, like so. Perfect. The next thing to do is to take a fence beneath the wall, and then you want to take yourself a normal block of azalea leaf, down again for another one, out either forward with a flowering, and out the back with the normal. Either way, it's up to you. Try and mix it up a little bit just so it looks a bit natural, which is pretty cool. So over here I'm going to do myself like a little bit more of a design, maybe over here as well, maybe even do it the back way, like that. And then what I'm going to do beneath this is add in myself a lapis block, and this will be the sort of plant pot for the rest of the surroundings. And then I'm going to take myself down for another couple of materials of my flowers and my sort of leaves down here, just like this, to make it in a bit more of a flowering sort of shape, like that. But we want 2 sides of the flower pot just to be showing as like you know, the plant pot beneath, like so, which is pretty cool. So there we go, that's that bit done. Pretty simple stuff. Oh, by the way, before I forget, drop down to the bottom down here and just go ahead and add bells on. The first place you can add bells on, obviously not that block because it's half covered up by a slab, but the next one up is where you want to add your bells. Beautiful. Now back up here, going to the middle post, we want to take ourselves up for 1, 2, 3 more blocks just up here, and on the second one down, add in yourself bells just all the way around the 4 sides, like so. You can then on the third one up take yourself ups and downstairs for 4 of these, like so, and then you can take yourself a temporary block of some sort. I'm going to go with a wall just for now on all 4 sides to allow myself to build a stair coming outwards from each of the previous stairs beneath them. I'm going to knock out the walls I've just placed on the inside now as well. So there we go. Now I can take myself slabs in the gaps on the insides. So once I've placed them, I can remove the temporary one I added. Just like so. So I have these 4 slabs on the corners, and it looks pretty cool from beneath, as you can see. And then I'm going to take myself 2 wall on the furthest stair outwards. That's obviously upside down on my lamppost, like so. I'll take myself a slab above each one, like this, and a slab coming down the sides. Just like this. So we have this shape going for us like so. It's like a very old sort of lamppost just here. Now we want to go ahead and outline this and make it kind of rise up in a really cool way. So we'll just do this with our slabs just like so, into a point like that. How beautiful is that? Looking really good. And in this gap in here, we will fix this up in a moment, so it will look really fancy as well. Let's get some more materials and finish off this lamppost. So now all you'll need to finish off your lamppost is these materials just here, these 4 materials. No, I can't count, 5 materials. Glass, some orange stained glass pane, some yellow stained glass pane, a campfire, and a yellow candle. The yellow candle will go on the very top of this slab. Now you have to change this into a block in order to place a single candle, but then you can remove it and it will float like Harry Potter. How English. There we go. Now down here we can take ourselves 3 lots of glass blocks, and we'll do it over here, and we'll do it over here, and we'll leave ourselves a little gap so we can escape in a moment. Now before you place your campfire down, you'll want to take 2 yellow stained glass panes coming down from the ceiling, like so. Then you want to take 1 singular orange, and then 1 campfire. And that won't allow the smoke to bellow right out of our lamppost, which we don't want, because we don't want the effect of it looking like it's on fire. Fill up the glass just here so no one's is going to get burnt, and you have yourself a lovely lamppost. Looking absolutely gorgeous just there against the sunset. How perfect is that? Now I think the next thing to do is to build our good old post box over here, and then we'll crack on with the final step of our foam box. Hell yeah. So for our Royal Mail sort of post box over here, we're going to want to take ourselves some red concrete, some red carpet, a block of gold, a bell, and gold horse armor, item frames, red shulker boxes, white concrete, and a red candle as well. Okay then. Of course it's all red. Royal Mail is red, always has been, probably always will be as well. First things first, we want to go up to 18 blocks high on every single black concrete block here, but with our red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. This may take a second, so I may speed it on. Blimey, that took a long time, but there we go, that is all done now, and it's looking awesome. So now what we're going to do is, now we have our 18, that is our max height for the cylindrical shape of our post box. So we're going to go out from this now, on each side. So we have 5 here, we have a single one, and then we have another 5, single one, another 5 over here, single one, and finally 5 back to the front, before adding a singular one there. Now we're going to go up on ourselves here, so 5 back in, on the 4 sides of course, like so. Then we'll build this over like a lid, just like so. Then we'll take ourselves in here into the middle of our 5, and then across to the middle, before going down obviously to the edges. Here we'll do 3, and at the back 3, and then 1, and then 1, and then we'll do a singular one in the middle, with a red candle on top. And this is for our post box lid. We'll take ourselves 4 red carpet crowning the sort of top of the post box, and then 2 around the sides at the top, like so. Now down here, immediately under the lid, we'll take ourselves the crown sort of logo, as Royal Mail used to be under the crown and the government, and still represents the crown to a point. It is very important to add this crown that is on pretty much all post boxes. So we'll take ourselves 1 item frame here, a block away, another just here, a block of gold, block of gold, block of gold, and 1 bell can come out of the wall just there. We'll do ourselves gold horse armor. This one will be upside down with the head facing diagonally to the sky, and this one can be the right way up, but with the head up to the sky as well, like so. And that's the crown logo just there, what we've gone for. Directly under this, we can add in the hole that you put your mail in, so it'll just be there like so. And I'm going to take myself some carpet to make that hole a bit more recognizable just there. I believe that's actually there. Let me just double check. I think it is. Sorry to run across this side, but I don't want to make it too small. It is directly under it. That's alright. It looked a bit off when I was building it there. That's fine. Awesome. Now we're going to leave a space away of our red concrete before changing up this one to be our red shulker boxes for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then beneath this will be the mailing times. So when the post box gets emptied and collections begin from the post office. So I'll take 5 blocks of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. With my white concrete here, which will have banners on afterwards. Like so. Perfect. Looking brilliant, guys. Now, as these banners are the same ones that are featured in the telephone box itself, I'm not going to teach you guys how to build this until the very end. Otherwise, we'll be doing the same task over and over. There we go. The last final detail you can add in the post box over here is just go ahead and maybe shorten down the inside here so you can't actually see what's going on and if this is hollow or not, because that'll ruin the sort of illusion. So you can just do that like so. So from back here, it looks a bit dark and ominous and red and, you know, like it should. Perfect. Alright guys, now we're time to getting on to the big section, the awesome section, the red telephone box itself. Well guys, this is the mammoth task we have all been waiting for. This is how to build the red telephone box in Minecraft, of course. So we're going to take ourselves red concrete, red shulker boxes once again, mangrove slabs, some white concrete, some glass panes, a block of gold, flowering azalea leaves, and normal azalea leaves as well. Now please be warned guys, this section can get a little bit tricky, mostly because there's a lot that we need to build. But if you do get stuck, please remember you can pause the video, rewind when you need to, and ask me any questions you may have in the comments below. Alright then, let's get started. We are going to take ourselves our red concrete, and we're going to come to the corners of our telephone box, and we're going to go for 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This entire section is just one big wall, so you can do the entire wall, and 1, 2, and 1, 2. So like that. So we basically have 3 faces with glass panes on, and the back section is going to be completely empty until the actual telephone sign way up there. So these little blocks down here are going to be worth 20 blocks in height. So we have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now best to get these to 20 already, because they're going to be the majority of our section, so they're going to be quite an important bit. So if you get one down and you're happy with the dimension, making sure it's actually 20, double checking your work over and over again, then you can go ahead and just speed run the rest of them, going off of your first dimension. So we know 20 is there, so that's perfect. Basically it should be up to our post box just there, I believe, or maybe even further along. It is. So we'll go up 20 for now. I just read my writing wrong. It actually goes up to 28 blocks, but we'll go 20 for now. So we're up to where the post box is before going to the lid. I was going to say that's a little bit small. No, it's okay. It's alright. It's not a big mistake. Okay, so that's going there. And this one. Like that. And the next one to 20 just here. Now we want the actual height of the build to be an even number, or this part of the build to be an even number, but we don't want the width of it, being obviously 13, to be even, because we have windows that need to go in these set places, and if we had an even number, we'd have no middle block for building our telephone sign above, and telephone is a 7-letter word, which is very, very awkward for Minecraft. So we've got that done nice and simply. Is it 7 or 9? Can I count again? No, I cannot. It's 9. Oh my word. So yeah, 9 block word, technically. So we have a middle block. Our middle block is where the P is, and we need to add a section for our P. Take that how you want. Let's go over here. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, like so. So just add an 8 to every single pillar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oops, 7, 8. There we go, over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I know that one. We can do this one. Like that. And this one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And obviously for the back, I am going to speed run this, guys. I'll do this very, very rapid, because I know it's going up to 28 blocks in total, as I have all my other pillars to that height. So this may take a second, so just bear with. And here we are, 28. Blimey, that is a long, long section. Now we'll come down to a bit of an easier section. We're going to take our red shulker boxes, and we're just going to place these stacked upon each other. One layer upside down, one layer normal. Now the way we do this is we're going to take a random material, it can be white concrete for now, and just fill in the 3 sides where we're going to have glass on. It's going to be, excuse me, over by the post box, over by the flower pot, and of course out the front here. We'll take our red shulkers on. You have to place these one by one so they don't, do this and open and it'd be a little bit annoying. But once you've got the 3 sides on for the top layer, you can then start to remove the white all the way around like this. And then basically you want to place these upside down from them. So the way we do that is shift or crouch click, and it's a bit slow, but you get there in the end for making a bit more texture below here. Like so. And around the corner. Just like that. Amazing. Now we can do one layer of red above these. Like that. And over here too. Brilliant. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build in these little corners that I was on about earlier. So just going to mark them all out now. So it's just like a 3-block corner on every side like so. Awesome. These also will go up to 28 blocks. So if you wish to do that now, let's go ahead and get it done. So now we have 4 conjoined sides of our telephone box. Well, almost conjoined. They are at the bottom on these 3 sides, but of course we have the back nicely secure as well. Now we're going to go ahead and make sure that we fill these over. So they will be connected on the top now. Like this. And over here as well. And then what we'll do next is we'll go from the bottom up with our glass. Now this is going to take forever, so be warned guys, and be with me. We got this, don't worry. It's going to go great. We'll take 2, and then we'll leave a gap of 1. And then we'll take 4. Oh no, sorry, 3, and a gap of 1, and then 2. Perfect. And they're going to go upwards to 4 blocks in height. So I recommend taking your red concrete and just running the pillar from bottom to top, as you know that this is going to be the exact same all the way. Like that. I recommend doing it over here as well. So doing your 2, leaving a gap, then your 4, your 3, then your 2. 1, 1, and building the connections all the way up to the top up here. Like so. And around the corner over this way. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And this one all the way up. And then this one too. There we go. Brilliant. And then what we're going to do is, as I said, they're going to be worth 4 blocks in total in height. And that is the same for the big 3-block window as well, which is a little bit more finicky and very, very tricky to get built in there. So definitely keep patient, guys. Don't worry. We all definitely have trouble doing that. Me especially. Look at this. It goes absolutely mental. It's a very bonkers section. And it is really tricky sometimes to get the glass to play fair. But once you've got that done like so, you can then take your red, once again above these windows, and that secures each pane to the door just here, and to the side walls, so that no one can listen into your private conversation that you're having on the phone inside. But at least you can see out to the public world, so you can see everything that's going on around you still, whilst you're on your telephone. So there we go, and we'll close this off. And now we need to copy this all the way up for about 5 of these different sets of panes. So I recommend, instead of putting the glass down and taking forever to do that, because trust me, it does take a long, long time, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th one, build along, 1, 2, 3, 4, and build along, 1, 2, 3, 4, and build along. And we should be at the top here. So let's just count our panes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect, absolutely spot on. And now we can use that to our advantage. So we know that this one's going to be here. And we know that this next one's going to be this way, because we have this obviously at the front. And then we know the next one's going to be this way. And that's that. And now around here. And around here as well. And up here as well. There we go. Okay, and now we just need to go ahead and put the glass panes in. Ah! No, but we've got this, guys. Don't you worry. Like I said, get yourselves a nice cup of tea, I reckon. That would definitely speed things along. Get a nice cup of tea, some biscuits maybe, and you get cracking. You got this. We'll be back with a full glassed up interior in just a moment. Let's get it done. So I know that felt like forever to do, but there we go. We have done it. We have successfully completed our mission, which is looking awesome, by the way. Now you want to take yourself a block of gold, and you want to come to the third pane, so it's going to be your middle one, just about here. We'll go on the actual glass panes, and we'll place ourselves a block here, and above. And then we want 2 diagonally in the middle, just here, for our nice old handle, and how to enter our telephone box. And now up here, we'll take ourselves our red concrete, and we want to go onto this sort of plate here, that we've built from the interior. Here and here. And we can do this on all 4 sides. It's not going to change on any of the sides, which is nice. Build these to 2 blocks in height. Like so. And once you've done that, you can then build out for another 2 on each side as well. And these are going to be the little connectors for each of the signs that say this is a telephone box. And then we make sure we have 9 blocks in between for spelling telephone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Amazing. And obviously 2 blocks high for our Minecraft banners. There we go. And we obviously do this on all 4 sides. Very, very important indeed. There we go. Brilliant. Now the last thing we need to do is to build the top of our telephone box. We're going to take ourselves our red concrete. And we want to come back out from this section. So you can just build a nice sort of plate coming forward like this, all the way around and on the corners here for 1. I'm actually going to speed this along, so I'm just going to go to here. Like that. Make sure to connect on the inside corners and not the outside. All the way along to here. Like that, so matching up what we've just done. And then back around to the front up here. Oops, that's a bit too far. So that one connects there, like so. Perfect. Now up on the second layer, we can do literally a second layer of this, all the way around as well. Very important to get everything exactly how you want it to be. So there we go, 2 layers. And now we'll come in 2 blocks and leave 2 blocks from the end. And again, on all of the 4 sides this is. Don't worry about the corners for now, we'll sort them out in just a moment. So like that. And now we want to go up again, leaving a gap of 2, and it should leave us with 5 at the very top. So with a middle block at the top up here. There we go, there's the middle block. Over here. And over here. And there we go. Now then, up the very, very top, very, very, very top, we are going to take ourselves... Oh, actually, before we do, we can actually just do something else. You know we built the crown on our lovely post box? We can actually do the same on our telephone box because these are also property of the crown. So we'll do a block of gold here, just 1 block down from the top there, and then we'll do our 2 blocks of gold there, and we'll do it on all 4 sides. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, 3. Just like so, and we'll add in the rest of the details just afterwards. So at the very top of the roof, you can now take yourself your red again, and we want to go behind what we just did here where it goes up, to add in up again to go to there. So literally make sure that these blocks poke out afterwards, after what we've already done. Down here too, and over here, and here, and back up going this way, and again. And back, round this way until we're almost at the front here, like so. There we go. It's starting to take shape now, isn't it? Looking good. Very much looking good. Brilliant. So now we have ourselves 4 corners, as you can see there, flat corners, which is perfect for what we're trying to do here with the roof. Now we want our roof to be just above what we have already, as you can see. So if you want to go ahead and get that now, go to the middle block from your 5 here. Run this along with the block, just like so. You will remove the outside edges in a moment. So I'm going to remove just enough edges to get to my middle 5. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this along for 3 lots of these. Like so. And then 3 lots on the edge. Like that. And then 2 blocks high. In total. Like so. And that's going to be the top and the peak of my telephone box. Now everything I do from here is going to be sloping down. So I'm going to start with 3 slabs. On the, obviously on the sides. Oops, sorry about that. Making a little bit of mess. And the reason we use mangrove is because it looks the most red out of our woods, of course. Which is very, very helpful. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and build 3. And then 2. And 1. 3, 2, 1. A little countdown. 3, 2, 1. And lastly, 3, 2, and 1. Just like so. So you can start to see we're really going out and down, which is awesome. I would start in the corners for these ones and just place a block or a slab just here even. Like that. Like that. And finally like that. And then you can build this one into a block behind, all the way around. If you actually prefer to get the block, it might be a little bit easier for you. I sometimes find it's a bit easier to use rather than the slabs instead of like having to build it up every time. But as these are slab blocks, we'll probably need them, just like so. So it might be easier to use the slabs here. There we go. But the next layer is going to be blocks. So you can add in the blocks now, just in here. And we're trying to get up to this layer here, which is literally just this next one here. So we can go ahead and, well, we're almost there. So I'll just keep doing what I'm doing for now. Like this. And then we're almost there. Middle one is going to be extending up to this point, but we don't need to get that yet. So we'll just go for this. Just kind of flatten everything out around this area. And then we'll give it a bit more curve once we've got the base shape down. That's what I've been trying to do. When I was planning this build, I made everything flat and then sort of worked from the inside outwards, if that makes sense. Which is a bit tricky when you're trying to shape the build into a sort of rounded top. But eventually you got there. Just takes a little bit. Lots of patience. There we go. So you can see it's a bit too flat at the moment. We don't want that. It looks a bit too flat. So what I'm going to do instead is where I have my 2s coming down just here, I'm also going to angle my slabs coming down even further than this. So I have my red just here, as you can see, but I want my slabs that are closer to the exterior wall by 1 block here, coming a bit more forward. So I'm going to do these coming more forward by just a row, like that. I'm going to build this one up again, another one, like so. And then I'm going to start to tear this back in and out, if that makes sense. I hope so. So over this way, I'll do myself. I'm actually just gonna check my dimensions quick. Okay, I see what's going on here. I'm gonna go ahead and join this one up on all 4 of my sides, like this. And then I'm gonna go up again on the behind. So don't worry about connecting this one up at the moment. Just make sure you have 4 separate slabs beyond your corners, like so. And then we can actually connect these up now into this shape up here, which is going to be the new sort of layer for this section. Just like this. I know it's looking a bit strange at the moment, but stay with me. You got this. Don't worry. Okay, that looks good. So I'm going to take my red. I'm going to go up 1 more block with my 5. Up here, right to the top up there. but it's kind of gonna be on its own up there for now, until we go ahead and add in ourselves the next layer. So the next layer is going to be here to there, and then around to here, and around once more to here, to then go around again to here. It's a complex one, I know. And then this one in the middle is going to be our slabs from our middle section here. That will then fill up this area and then finish up our telephone box's roof. Very complex indeed. Maybe overcomplicated. I think it was overcomplicated when I originally built this. But hey, that's okay. We got there in the end. And that's it. Yeah, that's good. Hell yeah. Awesome, guys. Well done. Okay, let's get on to a bit more of a relaxed section. And it's just going to be decorating the side of our telephone box down here next to the post box. So to do this, we just take ourselves these azalea leaves, flowering ones and normal. And from the top diagonal from the shulker boxes, we take a flowering, normal, normal, flowering, normal, normal, flowering, normal, flowering, normal, normal, flowering. Leave a gap, do 2 flowering, leave a gap, do 1 flowering just there. And that just adds, again, a little bit more texture up the side there. Makes it look really cool and unique. Wonderful. Let's get on to decorating our telephone box. So coming on to the decorating of our telephone box over here, we want to take a bell, some gold horse armor again, item frames, a mangrove fence gate, iron trapdoors, an orca, gosh, I always mess this up, an orca frog light? Ooh, maybe. Smooth sandstone slabs, and smooth sandstone stairs as well. Firstly, you probably know the drill by now. We're trying to build the crowns up here. So we get our horse armor to be both heads facing the sky at a diagonal angle. Like that. And it's going to be the same all the way around with our bells in between the gold. And our horses. Oh my gosh. There we go. Get a little bit carried away sometimes. Horses up to the sky. And it just makes that sort of crown shape. Or in my head it does anyways. Hopefully it does for you guys too. But it's how I sort of interpret it in Minecraft here. There we go. That's all 4. And lastly, we can take ourselves a mangrove fence. Just open up here. A mangrove fence gate open. Just to give it a bit more extra depth and detail up above there. Now we'll come into the inside. You might want to just leave this empty for now. Like, leave the glass, broken there. And take iron trapdoors beneath all of the white concrete on the inside, including at the back here, back around the side, and then at the front here, like that. We want to take ourselves a frog light up here in the wall. Now we do have to remodel the wall a little bit, so you can take your red concrete back, go ahead and fill these gaps in. Now luckily I made this one extremely hollow, whereas my original build, I obviously messed up a lot when I was building it and making my original plan, so it had a lot of different like gaps filled in or holes here and there, which was really annoying. But this one is looking lovely, so we can just go ahead and fill this section in. So make a square like that, make another square around the outside of it. So again over here, square like that, another square around the outside, and again over in this corner, and the final one. And then you can literally just make sure it looks even better by doing 2. And just literally doing it until you reach back to the corner down here, basically. Like that. Yeah, like that. So it's a bit of a nuisance, I know. But it will look good once it's done. Right back down there to the white concrete as well. Make everything go at an angle right down into the corner. I hope you can see my screen, guys. There you go. Light up a little bit for you. Like so. And that's everything. Oh, down here, little corner missing. There we go, sort that one out. There we go, brilliant. So up at the top here, I just go ahead and literally cover up all of my crimson. I don't want any crimson to be shown from beneath. So when you're inside of this telephone box, you look at the ceiling and everything is red and it's all like ship shape, looking good. And I want the same for our Minecraft one just here. There we go. So we'll fill in the ceiling. It will get a little bit dark in here, but I'll put a frog light down just temporarily. Light everything up. And just fill in the ceiling area up here. Like I said, on my original one, I had to hide my lights a little bit deeper inside of the build. But on this one, because we have like a really fresh template, we can just go ahead and add these in wherever we wish to, which is brilliant. So I recommend doing one just up here. Go ahead and make an outline for it if you want. Up here. Basically on the 4 sides. And they're going to be high enough so they're not going to be seen through the glass, which is brilliant, but they are going to be seen by the people inside. So up here, you can just go ahead and incorporate them into the actual build like this. Even if you do different things on different sides, yeah, it's okay. Symmetry is important, but if you want to go your own way, that's absolutely fine as well. So yeah, are we happy with that? Yeah, happy with that. That's looking good. And at the top here, just go ahead and add in yourself like a nice pattern. Obviously this is going to be full with concrete, so you can even go a bit bigger than this. Like that, a big star sort of shape. To build a big sort of light up here in the roof. Like that, like a big spotlight sort of thing. But again, it's not going to be seen from the glass, so you're not going to be worried about that. But it's going to be seen, you know, inside this telephone box and light it up a bit better than it is right now. And that last thing you can do is just go ahead and hide up the white concrete. So again, we can really make those lights sink into the wall. Around here as well. Here. Like that. And then even make the lights a bit more, you know, back into the wall. Again, you can mess with this for hours. Honestly, it's kind of fun to try and like build these lights in here, make them look really really well hidden, or even just like part of the build itself. But like I said, up to you guys how you want to do it. It's not the most important detail, so don't worry about that. But there we go. I'm happy with that. I can call that a day. Now down here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come at least 3 blocks away from my trapdoors. 1, 2, and on 3. On the lowest point of 3, I'm going to build myself slabs all the way along to the second to last one here, and second one in just up here. I'm going to do a stair coming down. Oh, the correct way. There we go. And over here as well. And then I'm going to do myself my blocks coming down beneath these and going down to the end of the second pane and on the start of this red. So I can actually just mark that out now. Like so. And for those that want the dimension here, I'll give you it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks in height like so. I'm going to do myself an upside down stair off of these and go back in with my blocks and then slabs beneath that too. I can do mostly blocks on this, but I think there's going to be a switch up later with different materials, you know, some cobblestone and concretes and whatnot in amongst all this as well. So be aware of that, but for now we can just fill up the sort of board back here with our random bits of sandstone. Perfect, now we've lit this place up, we can actually go ahead and get some other materials to finish up the interior details. Now then, back over to our telephone box, we would take ourselves some black concrete, some iron trapdoors, some yellow concrete, blue concrete, polished andesite stairs, white concrete, white carpet, nether brick block, and some item frames as well. Now then, we will come right down here, and we want to add in the shelf down here for our telephone, among other bits and bobs. So, we are going to go just over, I think, yes, to the second window up, obviously at the bottom here, so just here. And we'll go ahead and mark out 4 blocks like so. Now I know this is going to get quite dark, so what I'll do is quickly place myself an item frame down. Actually, I can pick block back my trapdoors because we have them in already. So I'm going to stick myself a frog light on the floor just so we can see what we're doing. Maybe one just up here as well, just so we have an idea what we're working with. So we have 4 blocks coming out for 3 blocks like that. A shelf is going to go up this way for 7 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That 7 then should end. Oh, let me check. Yeah, that's fine actually. Yep, just wanted to check that. That's fine. And then we're going to do the shelf going along this way to match the bottom one. Then it's going to go 4 before going into a 3 block by 3 block shape over here for this last shelf. And we bring this one down as well to match the other side with its shelf. Just there. But this one's going to be obviously a 3 block shape like that instead of the other one that way. These, by the way, will have an entirely black wall, so you can just build a black wall behind and not have the red poking through. So like this, and down below as well. And then we'll do ourselves the trapdoors on the bottoms of the shelves, not the middle part. So for this one, and then over here as well for the 3 by 3, like that. Then we're going to take ourselves our yellow pages, quite literally, so for 4. Then we'll do our black, and then we'll do our yellow up here. You can't really see the black against the black, but it's just here for 2. We'll then take ourselves 2 and 2 blue, so 4 in total. With ourselves, oh, I'll do another 2 actually, just to build it up there. And then we'll do iron trap doors up here. Now up here, before reaching the top, we'll do another 2 iron trap doors all the way along for 6 in total. And over here for 4 by 4. 2 by 2 even, to make 4. There we are. Now then, over here we're going to have the little coin sort of slotting. So it's going to be in line with the yellow pages, a block away, upside down stair, and a normal one just there. Then we take white concrete over here on this shelf, with 1 block up here. And white carpet goes on top of each of these, like so. Up here we'll take our coins, so we'll take our item frames 1, 2, 3. And we can take our black concrete again for 1, 2, 3. So the coins don't slip down the back there. Over this way, we'll do ourselves a nice old 1, 2, 3 blocks of our netherrack, and we'll do ourselves a. Actually, no, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. I can't believe it, guys. We are almost there. This has been an insane tutorial so far. We're not quite finished. Only a few more bits and bobs to get done. Let's take ourselves some nether brick slabs, a snowball, an iron nugget, nether brick stairs, block of lapis lazuli, and a block of quartz. Down here to build our telephone, the actual, obviously, part of this build that's really, really important. Otherwise, without a telephone, is this just a box, a big red box? We want to go ahead and place ourselves a slab on top of this one. Upside down stair just here and here. A normal stair here, and a normal stair from that one just here. Then we'll take ourselves a block just over here on this corner. An actual block just built up with slabs. Upside down stair. Upside down stair. Normal, normal, normal stair. You can do 2 blocks back here, built up like so. And then what we'll do in the back here is, it's a bit of a tricky design. We do a stair, a block there, and a stair going back up. Block, and a stair going back up. So it's a bit of an illusion, like that. Now then, I've just taken myself an item frame back, because what I've done is I'm going to remove this slab just here, to build a block here, with a slab on top instead. So that comes out forward now, as you can see. So we'll do ourselves item frames here and here, snowballs on top like so, and you have yourselves your telephone, which looks a bit small at the moment, so we'll just go ahead and change the design slightly, by adding in another block above the stair, a stair coming out, and then a stair coming down just here. And over this way, exactly the same, block above that stair, stair coming out upside down, and a normal stair just there. There you go, that's much more lifelike and realistic just there. And back here I can remove this block and add in a slab down there. That's perfect. There we go. Sorted out. We got to make it the actual scale of our telephone box here, and that's a little bit tricky sometimes. That's brilliant. Now we'll take some iron nuggets just scattered around here for like little quarters or coins or pennies. Of course, pennies. Up here. Perfect. And then the last thing to do is to take our lapis and our quartz and go ahead and put some detail on our corkboardy sign. So for the sign up here, we take ourselves next to the steps diagonal down. 3, 1, 1 quartz, 1, 2, 3 lapis, 1, 2, 3 quartz, lapis, quartz, ending on lapis just down here before diagonally back to the stairs here. What I'm going to do is remove my frog light just here, and you can actually hide these a little bit into the build, which is kind of cool and crazy. So because we have a back wall, obviously down there, you can actually add in, you know, maybe like a hidden one behind one of these stairs, like so. Because we've got this fake sort of wall here that we've built. You can also add a couple fake ones underneath like this area, like so. But if you make this into a slab instead, say, just hides it. Also looks a little bit cooler, like that. And that lights up the telephone back there, gives it a bit of ambient lighting. And then for the actual corkboard, it's a little bit tricky, this one. But you can also add in some frog lights behind where you're putting some of the banners, if you want to. But you can also do it in the red of the concrete back here if you want to, but it's going to be shown on the outside. So I don't recommend that too much. But if you can figure out a way to hide the light into the corkboard, be my guest and let us know in the comments below. Love to hear. Now I think the last step we need to get done today is adding in our banners, and then we can call this project a massive tutorial a 100% success and complete. Right then, assassins, as we have many banners to go through, what I've decided to do is teach you them individually and group colors together. So we're going to start off with the blue banners here. You of course want to take yourself a good old loom firstly, 5 blue banners, white, red, blue dye, makes sense, Union Jack, and a banner pattern. This is actually the creeper charge banner pattern just here. We're going to place our loom down. We shall open up our loom with our nice clean inventory. And we'll take ourselves a blue banner in for our Union Jack firstly. We're going to stick that in. We're going to stick our white dye after it. We're going to take ourselves a white bend sinister. Now it could take me a second to find where these are because I am usually pretty bad with my colours and stuff and banners. So yeah, there it is. White bend sinister. Put it back in the loom. We need a white bend, which I believe is the other one. It is. So we make the Scottish flag, which obviously makes sense. Then we need a red satire, or saltire, sorry. It is this one, of course it is. It is the highlighting of the Scottish flag, just here with red instead. Like that, so the cross in the middle. We want a white pale, which I believe is the line, it is. And then we're going to get a white fess. So the fess is the line across the middle there, guys. And then we take that out and put it back in, and we get ourselves a red cross, which we know what the red is. Sorry, we know what the cross is. Of course we know what the red is. And there we have the Union Jack, looking very awesome indeed. So for our next one, we'll take a blue banner. We'll take a white lozenge, and it's going to be the diamond looking thing. Then we're going to need ourselves a white creeper charge, which is this one just here, to make a Mario kind of looking star. We'll take ourselves a blue roundel, which is this obviously round thing just here. A white chevron once again. It's going to be one of these things that looks like a kind of traffic cone from the ground up. Then we'll pop that back in. We'll take ourselves blue dye again for a blue base fess, which is going to be one of these thingies. Blue base fess just there like so. And then a blue per fess, which is going to be from the top down like the... Oh, that's a chief fess, so we're going to need the bigger one from the top down like so. And that, my friends, is a crown. Awesome. The next blue banner goes in there. It's going to be filled up with our white dye this time. We need a chief fess and we need a base fess. Nothing too fancy, nothing too difficult. That actually is lovely to have a little break of the difficult stuff. Another blue banner goes in. We need a white fess, which is going to be the thing across the middle just here. And we're going to need a base fess, which we just had a second ago, just there. And the last blue banner can stay nice and plain, and that's absolutely fine. And then we'll plonk these on our board up here. We're going to have ourselves 4 Union Jacks together, just here. We'll have ourselves a normal blue banner here and here, around our crown, in the middle. Then we'll take our, these ones just here, the sort of white on both ends of the banner. Then we'll do our middle one down here, fancy one. Another fancy one just here. So we have those two lines. And then we'll end the banner off kind of with these white patches around like so. Yep, looking quite interesting. More in there as well. Like that, yep, that's good. And then we're going to do down here some blue banners as well, just to end it. And this, by the way, is the keep calm. You know, we had that sort of keep calm. What was the rest of the saying? I've completely forgotten now. Keep calm and carry on. Of course it is. Keep calm and carry on sign. I think this is keep calm and keep building on the sign just here. So that's pretty cool. So we of course had to build that in there like so. Right, that's all the blue banners done. Let's get on to the white banners. Now, although these white banners do take up a lot of space on our board, they're not actually that complicated to build, which is great. We'll take 3 white banners, some white and some black dye, and the banner pattern for for field masoned. Field mason looks awesome. So we're going to take ourselves our banners spread out in our inventory just here. Gonna remove my other rubbish from before. There we go. We'll take our white banner in firstly, our black dye goes in next, and it's going to be the black gradient. It's one of these ones just here. It's the one where the black is at the top and it's fading to white. Perfect. Then we'll get ourselves the white field masoned, which is going to be this one just here. Then we're going to take ourselves a black chief fess, which we know is this top one just up here. And then we're going to need ourselves white border, which is going to be the outline for this banner. And white field masoned again, like that, so it includes the faded out black part as well. And this is going to be for some text on the board up here. So that's our first white banner done. Next one is going to go in, and we're going to get the black field masoned this time. So keep field masoned in your loom there. Then we need white field masoned, so keep it in there once again, like that, so it really bumps out the brick effect, but we're going to use it for text. And we need a black chief vest now as well, so it's going to be this one up here. There we go, next banner complete. Third banner, we're going to take ourselves black field masoned again, white field masoned again, and this time instead of doing the chief vest, we'll do ourselves a base vest down here like so. Okay, and that's all the white banners. So to place these on our corkboard, notice board thing up here, we'll first take 4 of these away from our Union Jack spire block, like that. Then we want to do ourselves our top sort of white banner here with the black kind of line on, and then we'll keep another load of those for these 2, and then we'll do the ones with our oh, actually, you can usually just do the whole thing with it. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I think, oh, it's because of these ones. That's why. There we go. So we changed those using the black, so we matched it up with the black before it, and then we just keep everything like that. So we have 2 lines of black in total, so you have to alternate at one stage with these banners. That's perfect. And if we actually backtrack, if you remember from before, we actually need to place these on our post box just outside. So we can go ahead and do that now as well. Flying outside here, we'll take ourselves the ones with the top black piece, and we can just use these all the way down for the white concrete here as well. And that finishes that up nicely. Now all that's left to get is the AB banner over here, and then the telephone sign for the actual telephone box. And we've done it. We've completely done it. So now we'll just want to take ourselves 2 black banners, 7 white banners, and of course our white and black dye again as well. Back into our loom, we will go ahead and spread out our black banners in our inventory, place them in one by one, white dye in next, and we want to build an A firstly. Super simple. Pale Dexter. We want a pale Sinister, just here like so. Then we want ourselves a fess, and then we want a chief fess up here. For the B, we do a similar thing. We go with a chief fess, a pale Dexter, so it looks like a P. We get a fess across the middle, so we change it into an F. Then we go with a pale Sinister to make an A, and then instead of closing it off there, we get ourselves a base fess for a B. And then we're going to go ahead and outline all of this with our simple border from the very beginning. Amazing. Now we can put these on our interior just whilst we're here. Obviously you may as well, because we're going to go to the exterior for the last bit. So we'll go ahead and stick these on our interior, 1A there and 1B there, in line with our trapdoors. Back down here, open up your loom, stick your banners just away in your inventory for now. We're not going to need them. I'm going to get rid of banner patterns just so it shortens down my sort of selected area that I can have here. There we go. And I'm going to spread out my banners in my inventory. I'm going to write myself telephone. Now this is a very big word, of course, so do bear with me. You never know, I might end up messing this up. We'll see. We'll go with ourselves a white banner with a black pail. And then we want ourselves a lovely chief fess just here for T. For the E, that comes up a lot. We get ourselves a chief fess, pale dexter, fess in the middle, and then base fess up here. That's an E. For L, we get the base fess, and then the pale dexter for the L. Okay, so now we're going to do ourselves a P. So we've got our white banner, our black die. We'll take ourselves in one of these, which is a pale sinister. Then we'll half it with our white die to make ourselves a the top of our P. It's going to hold the sort of top sort of loop that we have in a P. Then we'll take ourselves a fess, a chief fess, and then a pale dexter, and that's our P. For our H, we'll get ourselves the pale dexter, fess, and then pale sinister. Then we want to do the same thing, pale sinister, base fess, chief fess, and a pale dexter. And for the N finally, we'll take ourselves firstly a bend, a pale dexter, and a pale sinister. And all that's left to do here is go ahead and outline each individual letter with your border, your simple border, no banner pattern required, to make yourself telephone. Woo! Telephone. There we go. And if I go ahead and remove my dies from this equation, oh, not my E, then we have ourselves telephone, which is exactly what we need for this build. Okay, so to spell telephone, of course, it's T-E-L-E-F. F? Oh my gosh. P-H-O-N-E. Telephone. And we do this all four sides of our telephone box. There we go. One more side to go. And there we go. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is how to build bricked 1980s Lego telephone box built in Minecraft. Oh my goodness me, Assassins. Thank you so much for joining me for this outro. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know this was an absolute monster of a tutorial, and I genuinely wasn't expecting it to take this long. But I'm really glad we were thorough, and I'm really glad we didn't make too many major mistakes. But like I said, guys, if you're still struggling, if you have any questions to ask me, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll do my absolute best to help you out. Once again, a huge shout out to Bricked1980 and his son. He said his son plays Minecraft, so if you're watching this, little buddy, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that. And please tell your dad I said thank you for allowing me to build his awesome creation in Minecraft. But yeah, guys, if the rest of you did enjoy this one, please be sure to drop a like on it. That would be much appreciated. It was a lot of hard work building this tutorial and filming it today, and also I imagine editing going to be a little bit tricky as well because I had to cut out some mistakes and stuff. So if you could do me a huge favor and just drop a like on it to get this video recommended to other people out there and make this time worth it, please do that. That'd be awesome. Don't forget that you can... Hold on a second. Let me just, rewind a little bit. Not get tripped up on my words. I was going to say, if you do not mind subscribing or considering subscribing today, join the Assassinhood for free. We would really appreciate you joining our guild, and it'll be lovely to have you join it too. Don't forget you can check out social medias in the description below. That is for myself and the legendary Bricked1980 as well. Definitely go and follow him up on Instagram. Absolute legend. Go and support his other works too. Thank you so much, Assassins. Have an excellent rest of your day. Do take the best of care. Do go ahead and check out this Lego set for yourselves on the Lego store. I'll drop a link to that in the description too. And maybe even pick yourself one up. It's such a cool set. It has an actual phone stand in the Lego version, which is just bonkers. It's absolutely cool. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's wicked. Absolutely awesome. And once again, a huge congratulations to Bricked for the... having your creation made into an actual Lego set. That's absolutely a dream come true. Amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one. Goodbye for now. Take it easy.